My name is Olivia Graham, and I go to Ryerson, and I'm in the photography program. I think at the start of the semester, I had just started working on my website. That was pretty much everything that I had done towards my project. I was doing a couple shoots on the side, but nothing major, nothing much. My project now, my website is completely done. It is up and running on the internet. People can access it. Um, this semester, I shot 2 times a week, pretty much, sometimes 3 times a week. So the amount of work that I have created this semester is more than I have ever done in this short a period of time. Um, in February, I had my first ever solo gallery, which was a collection of about 45 prints um, from this semester from photos that I had taken. And it was very successful. It went very well. So I was very happy with that. I also sold prints at my gallery show. So I did start my print selling business. I have a Google Doc, I mean a Google form that people can fill out to order my prints, and I'm mainly selling them through Instagram right now because I find that it is easier. But once I gain more of a following on my Instagram, I'm hoping to go over to selling things on my website. Um, I think that this journey, it has been very interesting. There have been a lot of kind of detours from my initial project because initially I just wanted to create an online shop where people could sell my prints, and I ended up um, not even doing that, instead selling them through Instagram, as well as kind of having a lot of detours, such as my gallery show. Throwing that together in 2 weeks took up a lot of time and effort, so that kind of blocked off some of the time that I could have been spending towards my print shop, but I do not regret doing the gallery at all. I think it looks great on a CV. Um, and to just get my work out there to more people so that they can see what I am making. Um, for what mistake gave me the biggest lesson, I was told at my gallery by some older students that I was selling my prints for far too low. And now whenever I go to a print show through the school where people are selling their prints, pretty much the minimum print price is $50 for a very small print. And I was selling my very small prints for $10, so I was way under the range. Um, I think I do need to start pricing my work higher because the amount of time and effort that it takes to edit these photos, since I do very intricate edits, is a very long time. Um, so I feel like that was a very big lesson that I learned, that I need to be pricing and valuing my work higher. I think this semester has very much for me been a high for my work. Um, I have a very large group of people who have reached out to me during this time to work with me, to have me collab on projects, shoot things for them, lookbooks, album covers. I'm still working on trying to like expand my freelance work because I find that I'm not fully where I want to be with that right now. I do want to be getting more jobs and more of an income from my photography. So I am hoping to improve on that. Um, I think any of the lows this semester were kind of when I was just a bit, frustrated with kind of having to do everything by myself, especially with my gallery. It was a lot of work, and I really had no one that was free to be helping me or wanted to help me. Um, so that was a low, but I think that also kind of leads into the next question of what did you learn about yourself and your project? And I think I learned that I can do an unbelievable amount of work by myself if I just put my mind to it. Um, Everything that I have accomplished this semester has been me by myself. It has not been other people helping me. It has solely been me sitting down, getting the work done, contacting people, keeping up to date on my social media. I'm extremely proud of myself and what I can do on my own. And I think that's something that I really, learned this semester. For my next step in my field or industry, I have been sending quick fire emails to brands, companies, other photographers, seeing if I can get my work into magazines, if people want to collab with me, if anyone has connections. I have not had major success with this so far. I've only sent a couple, but I did send an email to a pretty popular Toronto photographer who does shoot a lot of lookbooks and such about working with them, and I actually did get an answer from them. They're currently in Montreal, but they said when they're in Toronto that they would love to work with me. So I am excited for when they come to Toronto. Hopefully some kind of collaboration can happen because I know they have super great connections and I also really do admire their work. So I think that's kind of my next step for the field and industry is just making more connections, growing my following on social media because sadly in the art world now, social media is an extremely important factor for getting your work out there and getting yourself noticed and getting jobs. What are my next steps for my project? I think my next steps for my project will be trying to pretty much build up my Instagram. Because building it up, I can promote my prints more, and that can lead to more print sales, which I'm very much hoping to do. Um, Other than that, I want to just continue to make work like crazy. Because I think the more work you're making, the more you can be posting, the more invested people get in your account. So I definitely want to be doing that, as well as I already mentioned, reaching out to people, galleries. I've applied for a solo gallery next year, so I'm really waiting to hear back about that. Hopefully, I can be putting on a solo show next year in first semester. I think a strong piece of advice that I would give myself is to just start something. Because I always had the problem where I'd think about something and be like, oh, I really want to do this. And then I'd be like, but I need to sit down and I need to plan everything first. I think it's great to just start, to just sit down one day, spend an hour, write some stuff down, sort some thoughts out that you have in your mind, because that really helped me kind of stay on track. And once I started working on this project, I almost got like addicted to it. And it's something I'm very passionate about. So I have really worked like crazy on my art. So my takeaways from this class, I think this class was extremely valuable for me. Um, I think just it was very inspiring to look around at a bunch of other young creatives who are out there doing their own things, starting their own businesses, making music. It really did inspire me to kind of work on my own project and feel more comfortable sharing the things that I love and the things that I create. Um, with the world and with the people in the class. Also, I did learn a bunch of super fun little tricks and tips from people about staying on track or things such as the morning pages, which I did find super interesting. Um, so I think that this course was extremely valuable for me, and I am very thankful for this semester and just everything that I have accomplished.